Okay, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to bring down highlights in a picture using the blend mode multiply. This example here, the white of the flower is quite washed out. We'd like to bring in some detail with that. So first thing we want to do is create a self blend or duplicate the layer. Shortcut key for that is Command J. Next stage is to change this layer to a blend mode of multiply. In the drop down menu right above in the layers panel, go to multiply. And as you can see, the image starts to have a little bit more detail in the bright areas. Unfortunately, the dark values here become much more darker. As I click on the visibility, you see the before and after. So what we need to do is go into the layers panel to double click on that and open up the layers style panel to the blend if options at the bottom section here. Go to this layer, grab the left hand side slider, which is your dark value, and as you start to pull that across, you'll see that the darker values start to lighten up. But unfortunately, it lightens up in such a way that you can see the changes that are not necessarily favorable. So you'll click on the slider holding the option key to separate the slider so we can actually have a transition zone between where the blacks begin and it moves towards the gray value. So we can start to make that transition between the dark and light values in this way. This allows you to lighten up the areas that have been darkened by the multiply setting. Once you're done with that, click OK. The next stage is to just simply click on the visibility to see the before and after. It still looks somewhat dark in this area here, so what we can do is create a layer mask at the bottom of your layers panel. Just click on the layer mask icon. You'll have a new layer mask. Select it, go to your brush panel, select B for the shortcut key for brush, then make sure that black is at the top swatch. If you have two different colors here, just simply press the D key for default, then the X key to switch from one color to the next, and then simply with a lower opacity, somewhere below 50, this one will just be just under 30%, you can then start to paint in the lighter effects to the areas that multiply have darkened too much. You can then click on the visibility to see the before and after. It's coming along much better. You can also reduce the opacity of this layer